Hi, I'm David from MKDVB. Now, the SSL Big Six feels good, looks even better, and is laid out fantastically with a ton of functionality and features in a surprisingly small footprint. But does it compromise on sound quality? In this video, we're going to be comparing the SuperAnalogue preamps against a couple other outboard preamps and the EQ section against my favorites, the Electrodyne 511 EQs. Check it out after the open. The SSL SuperAnalogue preamps don't have big beefy transformers in them, but how do they compare against cleaner preamps like the AEA RPQ 500s? I wanted to test it with one of my favorite microphones I've ever used, the AEA R88 Mark II stereo ribbon microphone. This microphone is awesome, but it's a little dark like most ribbons are and takes a ton of gain. So how do the SuperAnalogues measure up? In this instance, I thought it was actually really close, right? I mean, I was actually a little bit surprised. I know spec-wise, the SuperAnalogues have a ton of gain on offer, and it seemed to have no problem powering the microphone. I would say that the AEA RPQ 500s were maybe a little bit more open in the sound, and the SSL sounded a tiny bit more pinched, but it was really close. The EQs, on the other hand, were no contest. I mean, that Curvebender EQ with that microphone just, oh my god, it's a beautiful sound. And I have to admit, it sounds great on recorded material as well. The Curvebender EQ just opens things right up without ever getting harsh. On the other hand, the high shelf on the SSL EQ, now it's a little bit of an unfair comparison because the Curvebender is designed specifically for ribbon mics. So we'll get to a better EQ comparison later in the video. So, what did you think of the Electrodyne EQs versus the SSL section? I was surprised, actually. I didn't really hear much of a difference. Maybe the Electrodynes had slightly more weight to them, but I didn't hear such a clear difference that I'd be confident in making that statement. I was really surprised, pleasantly surprised by the performance of these EQs. And keep in mind, the Electrodynes cost $1,000 per, I think it might be $1,100 now, $1,100 per 500 series channel, right? So two of those, a pair of those, you're looking at over, you're looking at $2,200 plus shipping and tax if you have to pay those. The SSL Big Six comes with effectively 12 of those EQ channels, like we mentioned in the last video, $3,000, but it's not a luxury cost. There's a ton of features and functionality you're getting for that $3K, and you could even argue that it might be somewhat of a value. Now, we've covered the pre's and the EQs, but I know some of you really want to know, how does the SSL G-Bus compressor fare when it's been pared down into this mixer? Let's find out in the next video.